Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome back to some more Overwatch. Now today is an exciting day as we are finally gonna be able to play competitive on the live version of the game. At the very least, if you are currently playing on the PC, you're gonna be able to play competitive starting from right now as long as you are at least level 25. If you are on the console, however, you're gonna have to wait, I believe, another week or so, but you will be able to start playing competitive very soon as well. Now I tested out the system real quick to see if it is the same as it is in the PTR. I believe it is the exact same except for maybe a couple of changes that they've made to the sudden death system. Alrighty, and for this one, we're gonna be playing on Dorado. We're gonna be on the attack right here. Obviously, I'm gonna have to make sure that I put down the turret, but while we are starting up the match, let's also really quickly all take the pledge, okay? So, this is really important if you want to be a competitive player in Overwatch, so let's all put up our right hand. I shall not rage, I shall pick a healer, and I will not play Torbjorn on the attack. Okay, can you say that with me? Thank you very much. Because that would make my experience a lot better, because, well, not gonna lie, my very first game of competitive just now may have included a couple of those. Either way, it is time to get started. It is time to get started. So, like I said, this is going to be the second placement match. The system will basically work in several rounds. We have to prevent the attacking team in this particular map from escorting the payload all the way towards the checkpoints, and I am just gonna try my very best and slow them down as much as possible. Now we do have a Lucio as well, which is gonna be really helpful. Running a double support here as I'm not really much of a healer. Now they do have a Vara on the enemy team, but also actually a Reinhardt, and Reinhardt obviously does get hit by my right mouse button click, so I have to try my very best to try and do exactly that. For the moment though, I'm trying to put up as many of these little turrets as possible. The sentry turrets are extremely helpful at slowing down the enemies, and as soon as I can, I will be putting up my turret as well in order to, you know, get my teammates a little bit closer to the combat a little bit faster. We do immediately see that Helden sterben nicht from the opposing Mercy, but that's okay. We're doing a relatively good job. Now they are capable of earning 3 points here in total right from the get-go, so that is one of the things we'll have to keep in mind. But I'm gonna go ahead and put up my teleporter right over there, so once my allies end up falling, we can go ahead and help them to get back into the combat a little bit faster. Looks like the sound barrier of Lucio is also gonna be available right now, but we're doing a great job. So you have 3 points to earn. You have 3 points to earn, and after this round, we're gonna be switching sides. If you can obviously make it so that the enemies are not gonna be earning a single point, that would be much appreciated, and that would definitely be something we can easily call an advantage. Now, we have a really powerful defensive setup right now, and we are definitely turtling up, but that's the way we are supposed to do it right now. That's the way we are supposed to be, you know, attempting to pick up the victory. I'm putting up as many of the turrets as possible, and as you can see, my turrets are zoning them like crazy. They're not taking this other walk-around area whatsoever either, because some of my allies are currently over in that corner. Now let me go ahead here, grab a little Torbjorn coffer or a Torbjorn armor pack there, which does help out a ton. Makes the game way easier, because now that my now that I got a big chunk of my healing being and shielding as well as an armor, that means that I'm gonna be taking reduced damage from a really big chunk of my health pool. Gotta back up though for just a little bit, just because I need to make sure that I regenerate my HP. But here we go. Alright. Only a minute and a half remaining, and actually this is looking brilliantly so far. If we manage to continue like this, we will be picking up the victory if we manage to just get one of their checkpoints. And, I mean, they don't seem to be working together all that nicely thus far. Do get a full kill on their Symmetra, or on their Reinhardt rather, and so far I'm actually rather impressed with the team. Really nicely done by them. And while I'm definitely helping out, no one is really dying. You notice that, like, that you know, number right next to my ulti chart? That basically indicates how many times my teleporter can still be used. In total, you will be able to use it 6 times. And, I mean, there's still 5 charges of it remaining. Now, one thing to note, obviously, if they do manage to get it towards the checkpoint, that does mean they're gonna be unlocking another 2 minutes. And that obviously will change things up a little bit. But it doesn't seem like they are hero switching whatsoever. And they're not really capable of breaking our position. I mean, they're going for the same strategy over and over and over again. And while some of my turrets just ended up falling, that is not that big of a deal. I'm just gonna go ahead and put those back in right from the get-go. Although, ooh, this is starting to look a little bit more terrifying. Obviously, do the maximum amount of damage that I can. And with 14 seconds remaining, and us having all of our, you know, man, this is looking incredible. We got all of our heroes still alive. We got the ultimate still ready to go. And while one of the enemies just ended up pushing forward, they just lost without a single point. We went on a 12-player kill streak there as well. This is perfect. Perfect score for us. They did a little bit of distance, 54 meters, but we can easily, I think we can easily take this one. I think I'm gonna go ahead and round out this composition here with a little bit of Zarya. Zarya is extremely good. Obviously, she is basically like a mix between a support as well as like a damage dealer tank kind of thing. So once again, we will only need to escort this payload towards the very first checkpoint, at which point we will pick up victory. I think that's easily doable. I think that's easily doable. Here goes nothing. So I'm currently playing some Zarya. Zarya does become more powerful if people hit her while her barriers are up. So exactly that's what I'm trying to achieve right now. Is moving forward. Half of my health is gonna be in shielding, but we gotta escort this payload. We gotta just simply escort the payload and move them onwards. Now, I don't really like that position all too much for Symmetra turrets, because it's honestly not really all that helpful. And so far, we are already doing a really good job of pushing onwards. Now, using my shield barrier there to allow our Reinhardt to stay alive for a little bit longer. He does get taken out there, but we helped him deal a heck of a lot of damage there as well. Okay, let's just keep on, you know, staying close to the payload. That's really what we want to do here. Just gotta stay close to it. There we go. Here we go. And we're already getting close towards the checkpoint. Or towards the, you know, the point that the enemies managed to escort the payload to. 2 meters remaining from it right now. And the only thing left to do at this point is take out as many of their heroes as possible. Take out as many of their little turrets as possible. And it looks like we managed to deliver it a little bit further than the enemies were allowed to. Not gonna lie, that was probably the shortest game of competitive that I have played thus far. Very clean victory, very straightforward victory as well. And it looks like the play of the game is gonna be going towards one of my allies here who managed to use his Dragon Strike ultimate in order to obtain you know, the play of the game and do a heck of a lot of work. So we ended up being rather useful as well, and as you can see, I did manage to get a single competitive point from winning that placement match. Nice. So placement match number 2 ended up going in our favor pretty dominantly, not gonna lie, that was a pretty dominant match. Now obviously I'm gonna go ahead and complete the rest of these placement matches as well, and I guess I'll see where I'm gonna be ending up as far as the ranks go. It is going to be my goal, however, to try and get to the very highest rank possible. At the very least, I'm gonna set out to do so. Maybe I'll be disappointed in the rank that I'm, you know, gonna be capable of achieving here. But I do want to be as highly ranked as possible. While quick match is a lot of fun, right? Quick play is really good. Competitive is really where it's at for me. Because I'm a pretty competitive person. I always try and get to the highest ranks possible. So that's exactly what I'm setting out to be right now as well. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Even though the game was pretty one-sided, at the very least it shows you that not all games are going to be amazing and some are going to be easier than others. But I hope you enjoyed watching anyway. I want to thank you all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. And I'll see you in the next one.